Welcome back to Good Morning Texas. Today in studio we have a very special guest. We have Laura Davis with us today.
Laura Davis is a state director of the R.A.D program. She has 14 years of expertise in R.A.D. So Laura, go ahead and tell us a little bit more about R.A.D, the program. Give us a little gist of it all.
R.A.D is a self-defense, R.A.D is a self-defense class that we teach here on campus. It's free to students, staff, faculty, and friends and family. And what we do is we go from everything from crime prevention to risk reduction, and then also we teach you self-defense tools that you can use if you ever find yourself in that kind of situation that you would need to use them. And today we're actually going to show you a demonstration of what you can learn when you take the actual class. The class started in 2001 as a cooperation between Voices Against Violence and also the UT Police Department. And what we did is we found instructors in the department that could teach the class. And again, we want to offer it free to all students, staff, faculty, students, family, alumni, people who just like Longhorns, whatever. So we teach it to everybody. And what you do is it's going to empower the person who goes through the class to learn more about what they can do themselves. And that's why this simulation is so important at the end of the class, because you think that when you're out there in this struggle, you know, that you're only maybe hitting a couple of times or anything like that. And what we do is we actually videotape you and your actual fight. And what you find is you hit a lot more, you kick a lot more, you have a lot more power than you ever thought you could have done. So it's very interesting to see the little meek person that comes in on Monday turn into Tasmanian devil on Wednesday when they actually have to use all these tools to get out of the situation. It's a safe environment. You don't have to have expertise in a black belt or anything like that. We have done this to where the 13-year-old can take it and the 90-year-old can take it. Now we also have a R.A.D for men that's available as well. It's a totally different style of class, and so it's a little different, and the techniques that we teach in there are a little different. But the R.A.D for women, like I said, we've had it since 2001. It's a wonderful class. We've probably taught over 3,000 people. It's internationally recognized. The chiefs of police have all said that this is the one that they recommend. And again, it's just it's something that you don't have to study for 12 years to do well in it. And so that's why it's so important. You know, people are always worried about sexual assault, and that is a concern, and that's a concern for all of us. But you also need to be worried about your just day-to-day living. What are the things that you can do to make you safer, not only on campus, but at home, when you're out at the grocery store, when you're in an elevator at the mall, whatever. So what we do is we take all those things and we talk about them. We talk about social media, we talk about how to protect yourself, you know, just in your daily life. So it's very important, all-encompass class that's just important for everybody to take.
And where could anyone interested in these classes find out more information, maybe look at a schedule, see the timings that you guys have?
Oh, it's perfect timing right now. Next week we have a class, and we still have availability for anybody to take it. Again, student, staff, faculty, your friends, Longhorn lovers, whatever, can all take this. And it's going to be Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at the police department from 5:30 till 9. And you can go online at utexas.edu/police/RAD and sign up. We've also got a class in November, 9th, 10th, and 11th that you can also take. And again, it's free. I encourage everybody to take it. You love somebody, you want to be there for them, this is the best way to do it.
I know you're mentioning different programs that you have going on, so I know people must come back for more. Do you see improvement in a lot of those people that, you know, come back and then learn from the program as well?
Yes, and that's just because you're more comfortable with what you're doing. We have grown up most of us in the South, where you're supposed to be pretend that you're a nice, good little girl, and you always do what is expected. And that's not what we're teaching. We're teaching you to take care of yourself. And you cannot be there for the other people in your lives if you don't take care of yourself. And so that's what we've done with this crime prevention, the risk reduction, and then also these tools that we teach you that you're going to see demonstrated by Sergeant Griffin and Officer Woosterhausen, who was kind enough to get beat up today. So it's an encouraging class. you're just empowered. And again, if you come back a couple months later and you want to just freshen up your techniques, you're more than welcome, and we invite you back on that Wednesday night to go ahead and do all the scenarios again so that you can work on those techniques to feel, you know, more comfortable. Or maybe you found that you're really good at hitting a certain way, but you want to work on hitting a different way. That's the way to do it. So I just recently had 2 knee surgeries. Probably not going to be kicking with my knees anytime soon, but I've got other tools in my toolbox that I can use, so it's all great.
All right. Well, thank you for that.
Yeah,
you know,
thank you.
kind of like what's RAD, and now I know we have a demonstration
Yes.
coming on stage of what you could learn if you take these classes.
Awesome.
All right.
No! 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 Get back! No! Get back! Get back! Get back! No! 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 Get back! Get back! Is that okay? Get back! Get back! Get back! Get back! Oh! Get back! No! 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 Oh! No! Get back! No!
Wow, that was insane. Let me
Intense,
say that. That's
too.
very intense. Thank you so much for coming on
Yeah.
and showing us, you know, what we could learn and, you know, all the muscle that we actually have.
Yeah, I'm ready to take on some of those classes for sure.
It is definitely a workout, and you will learn how to protect yourself, which is very important. So thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you, guys.
And for more Good Morning Texas, make sure to follow us on Twitter at Good Morning TX. Have a marvelous morning.